if you want to start acting, get into acting, no matter what age you're in. Nothing's going to stop you more than yourself. I mean, people could be like, I don't think you should do this. But, if you're like, no, I'm going to do it anyway, then you're basically pushing yourself.
Pull up a chair and listen in, because we're here, damn it. Hey everybody, this is Georgia in Connecticut. I am your host, Georgia Reed, and today I am with actor-model Tabz Palmer. Tabz has worked in everything from theater to film and television, has been a brand ambassador for various organizations, has also worked as a haunt actor, and is also a big advocate for the trans community, and we'll get into that. I just want to point out how great it is. When I asked Tabz, what do you want to talk about on this show, or what sort of motivates you as a creative, and he said he wants to inspire people to find new beginnings. Yeah. So where in Connecticut and why in Connecticut?
So I was born and raised in Paterson, New Jersey. And at the time I was living with my family, and my mom had got a new job. So we moved over here to Connecticut. First we was in South Windsor. It's relatively close to most things. So I think it was a good town. And then we had to unexpectedly move up to Ellington because it's so close to like Massachusetts and Rhode Island. I believe that, it was a stable town to be in, especially as an actor.
Right. You got access to all kinds of, Boston, Rhode Island. There's tons of stuff going on over there.
Definitely.
But there's stuff going on here too, people. Tell me about what it's like to network in Connecticut as a creative.
Well, I believe every state is the same. I mean, as an actor, especially when you're going on set, you definitely want to network with those other actors, directors, basically treat everyone the same because they have connections to this person. They have connections to that person. Networking is basically the same. You just really have to put yourself out there.
What's your process for connecting?
See, I also get nervous when it's in person because, sometimes you feel like, this person might have so many credits on their resume. I'm like, well, you have one or two, but everybody comes from the same beginning.
Thank you. Yes.
So I like to go to classes and workshops.
Where do you go for those? Do you find them online?
Yeah, I find them online. Most of them are in Hartford. Hartford has a really good theater community. So they have a lot of adult workshops, improv classes, things like that.
That's fantastic. I'm on a few of the Facebook groups, like Actors in Connecticut and things like that. Have you found any good results from the Facebook groups?
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Actors, CT actors, Connecticut actors, New England, I believe it's New England area castings. I even do Boston area. I just really do a lot of group stuff nearby. So, you get a lot of castings from that.
Yeah.
You could, it's so many things you go audition for. People have theater, films, even television. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely something that helped me because I wasn't on Facebook.
Who's on Facebook anymore?
Yeah.
For maybe your grandpa. Right. I understand. Yeah.
And I came back and I'm like, well, it could be helpful. I mean, because I was on Instagram and I'm like, okay, but this doesn't have as much groups as Facebook does. So I got there and it's like, oh my God, it's so many. So that's definitely a helpful way to get your start as an actor.
I think it's so interesting what you said about you're comparing your resume to someone else.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. Yeah. I have friends who have credits that I wish I had.
Yeah.
And then I talk to them and they're like, well, I wish I had the credit you have over there. And it's interesting when you start, again, talking more, you realize, I just saw something on Instagram. A woman was sitting there talking about how for what was it, the 20th time she had gotten up to the final 2 women for a series regular on a TV show. Yeah. This is the 20th time she was in the final running and the other person got it. And she was like, I am really losing it. And then you look at the comments and Jennifer Garner is commenting, Kerry Washington, and they're all saying, we've been there, hang in there.
It's crazy because you do an audition and you're like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna get it, and then you get it, and then you do another audition, you're like, oh, I really hope I get this one, and you don't get it.
Do you think Connecticut is creator friendly?
When I first started acting here, I definitely felt like there wasn't much opportunity. I was actually at Pride last year, Pride Festival last year.
Which one? In Hartford or?
In I believe Hartford, yeah.
I was at the one in Middletown. Right on.
You know, the theater community from Hartford was there at a booth. And, you know, this when I first started I was actually taking acting classes before I even started really acting and auditioning. And I saw them, I was like, I went up to the booth, got the flyer, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know it was like a theater community in Hartford. And I was on Facebook and I was seeing all these actor groups from Connecticut, and I was like, wow, it's just so much that you don't even know. And, but you really have to look for it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get in it, it's like,
then you're in.
yeah.
It's so true. As a trans man, how do you feel living in Connecticut?
I mean, where I was living when the election was going on, people drive by with Trump everything.
Yes.
There's always those people around the community. But I feel like Connecticut is really a good community for the LGBT community. They have Pride festivals everywhere, Pride, like parties.
Yeah, I've been to some of those.
Flag raisings and
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. This is the part of the show where we would normally be featuring one of our sponsors. We don't yet have a sponsor, but if you decide you would like to be a sponsor of this show, this is where we would be sponsor. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor for Georgia in Connecticut, do reach out to us. The link is below in the show notes or description box. We are back with Tabz Palmer here. This is the part that every creative loves, where we ask them, what do you do? And what are you working on? And what have I seen you in? And all those questions. Why did you want to become an actor?
After I graduated college, I was trying to get into like the graphic design field, but it's kind of competitive.
Acting isn't competitive at all.
Just in case you want to just add in some bull crap. I was really just working regular jobs, and I was trying to find a passion because I'm just tired of working a regular 9 to 5. This is not my passion at all, and I really need to find something that I really want to live to do. And so I was really into fashion, and I wanted to become a model. So, I was doing the brand ambassadorships first, but then I was on social media. Of course, it always starts with social media. And then I saw an ad for John Casablancas.
Tell me about John Casablancas.
So they're modeling and acting. They do like classes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I signed up for their classes for modeling, and I saw that they was actually doing acting as well. And I'm like, okay, this might be something I'm interested in.
What aspect of acting was it? Is it the character work? Is it the stepping into emotions? What is it that does it?
Definitely the character work, because I'm also a creative writer, so I write like stories and things, and I just feel like taking like just building on a character and kind of bringing them to life is something that really interests me. So stepping into acting with that kind of mindset is something that really just set me off into like the acting world. After I finished my classes, I first started as a haunt actor over in Nightmare Acres, which is in South Windsor.
Now tell me, what is a haunt actor for my audience members?
So a haunt actor is, you go to the attraction, you're walking through thinking everything's sweet, and then,
I am not good with jump scares. That messes me up. So you're one of those people that hid behind the hay barrel and comes out and scares my... Oh yeah. Have you gotten punched yet?
Oh, no. And hopefully they're not over a teacher.
Do people run it? Like, what is your goal? Like, do you all have contests for who can scare them? What's the deal? I gotta know.
So, all kind of people come. You're going to deal with all kind of people.
Now, does the attraction back you up? Do you have any kind of protection?
Yeah, there's like security. So, we have the walkie-talkies like, hey, this person needs to be removed, so they get removed.
Good. So if you're looking into haunt acting, beware, but also
Yeah.
sounds like a pretty exciting opportunity.
Yeah. And also, you got to be aware that, some people might not get scared, especially the adults. And, you still have, as a haunt actor, you still have to entertain. Even if you can't scare them, you still have to entertain them.
Oh.
So I
Oh,
remember.
yeah, what do you do? I'm like, do you break out in a song? Like, what do some charades?
My character was like a clown. So.
Always the clowns.
And we had this area where there was carnival games. So, some of the adults get scared, of course.
Of course. As a clown.
Right.
No one grows out of the fear of clowns.
However your tolerance is. But, if you can't scare them, you're like, hey, play this game, or like, maybe just laugh and joke around with them.
You can do that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you had to like go back to your little cave and wait for the next kill. So no, you can have fun too.
Yeah. So this woman had came through, and one of my cast members were interacting with her, and she was playing a game, and she lost, of course. Like, all the games are rigged, so
point.
And I was laughing at her, and she got so mad.
No, that's great. Really?
She got so mad. She's like, oh, can you tell him to stop laughing at me? And of course, you don't stop laughing.
No, of course not. What a great acting opportunity. Do they pay for this?
Yes, you do get paid.
Yes.
At least the one that I was in, it was like a kind of small attraction. It's not like Six Flags, but
paid,
which is good.
That's very good.
Yeah,
I like pay.
But
it's a great opportunity for you, exposure. You're like,
yeah, especially when you're starting off, and especially if you like theater, it's something like a live event like that is very fun to start off with.
And then from there, where did you go?
I actually got an opportunity that I saw on social media. Auditioned for it. It was Stepping Down. It was an audiobook by Danny Gutierrez. Auditioned for it. Eventually offered me a role in there. So that was like my second opportunity.
That's amazing. So just through social media, you found that?
Yes.
Are you hearing this? Actors out there wanting, or people thinking about getting into acting?
Yeah.
It's so doable. What for you? How did you audition for it? Because some people are like, do I need a fancy booth? Do you just do it on your phone? What was your process for auditioning for this role?
So I actually did it on my phone. Like, you don't need like a fancy microphone and a studio and some person with a boom mic. Like, I just recorded it on my phone, sent it in through email. They just got back to me and said, we want you for this role.
That's so great.
Yeah.
I love stories like that. Were you the sole reader on the book?
I was more like a supporting character.
Mm-hmm. So it has multiple voices on it. I know they're doing more of that. And I like that. I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of different voices.
Yeah, I definitely think it just it gets your imagination going a little more.
Yeah.
There's like multiple voices. You're like, wow, I feel like I'm right in the room with these people.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Now, when you recorded, did you get to record in a space with the other actors, or did you have to do yours at home? How did that work?
So for this one, we did it over Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the chapter and who's in that chapter, they would have each person like a block out for each time to come in on Zoom and record for it. For mine, it took, I'll say, less than an hour.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the process. Yeah. And then just hearing your voice on it just, wow, that's really what I sound like.
Right? What kind of a book is this?
It talks about, sorority life in college. It talks about secrecy, sacrifice, maybe even sisterhood. But it goes into the story of, what really happens in sororities in the process of joining one.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
As an audiobook listener. Okay, and the name of it is again?
Stepping Down.
Stepping Down.
Yep, by Danny Gutierrez.
I noticed on your resume you have a lot of firearms experience.
So I just took some classes, learned some firearm experience. And I also think that for the actors out there who want to get into firearms or already into firearms, is definitely a good look on your resume.
Yeah, you have a comfortability around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've shot on the range. I love the Glock 9. I've also shot powder muskets, you know, in Missouri with my dad and my brother.
I shot like a Glock. I tried a revolver. Wasn't for me, but it
Did you like the Glock? The Glock 9? I love
Yeah,
it. Oh,
the
I
Glock.
hate-
The Glock is the best.
Thank you.
It's definitely the easiest to learn.
Yeah. Well, the big issue for me when I did it, I realized it's like you can go to the range and all of that's easy. It's the bullets that cost so much money. Is that still true?
Yes.
What the heck?
I mean, when I was training, when I took like the firearm classes and I was training at the range with my instructor, I mean, he even said try to get like the really cheap bullets that's like more for the range instead of like the actual like hollow tip and things like that.
Is it expensive to get your license in Connecticut?
It's actually not that expensive.
Okay, good. So I think it's a good thing to have as an actor. Like you said, it is just another,
Yeah.
it's a thing that kind of sets you apart, right?
Yeah.
I love that. As a trans male actor,
Yeah.
how do you bring a lot of your experience into your work? How does it inform your work as an actor and model being trans?
You know, as a trans guy, because, you know, I'm not the average guy height. I also don't have a lot of facial hair. You know, my voice is a little higher, but you have to focus more on what you have other than what you don't have.
That's true. That's a good thing for all men to learn.
Yeah.
You be a short king. Come on now. You're not that short. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'5".
5. Okay, and what is average man height?
Probably like 5'9", 5'8".
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You know, when I see a lot of auditions of like, oh, we're looking for a man in his late 20s. And, you know, I'm 26. I don't look 26. I look, every time someone comes to me and they're like, I thought you were like 19. I thought you was like, I'm pushing 30.
So then do you play into that 19 kind of feel when you audition?
Yeah, every actor has like their age range they will play. So my age range is probably like 17 to like early 20s. I got roles where I played a 15-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, most of my roles are probably going to be teenage roles.
Do you feel you can slip into those younger roles and access that teen part of yourself when you play them? I mean, it seems to be working for you.
Yeah. I definitely think I still have that young essence about me. I don't even feel like an adult right now. I mean,
who wants to?
Right.
Oh my God.
I mean, as a trans man, you know, I like women, of course, but you know, I auditioned for gay men roles. You know, I mean, it's really about what you're comfortable with. You know, if it's a queer role, I'll play a queer role.
I think in your position, you have every right to audition for whatever you want to audition for, right? And if you're the part, you're the part. And if they want you, they want you. What's something important that you would like casting directors and producers to understand about casting a trans person in their project? Anything you'd like them to know?
Well, I feel like, you know, it's the same process. I mean, if they could act, good. If they look the part, good. I mean, you know, when I was cast for The Final Letter, I did that film in Boston. You know, I auditioned online. It was no different. You know, I just looked the part. They liked how I acted, and it was that simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's really no difference. It's, you know, that person is who they are.
Right.
Whether they're male, female, whether they have a high pitched voice, deep voice. Right. You know.
Right. Right.
If you
differently abled. I mean, there's So tell me about The Final Letter. Now, what was the gist of this? This is a film you shot in Boston, right?
Right.
Short or feature length?
Short.
So what's the gist of the story and what was your role in it?
So it's a docudrama about the life of Reed Pegram, about his journey as a writer pre and during World War II.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in that film, I played his younger brother, Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
Reed, he was very focused on, you know, becoming a writer, getting out there, and it's kind of his quest during the war.
So this is a man of color during World War II,
and
striving to become a writer.
He was also a gay man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
How did you approach developing your character and your role for this?
So we actually did character work before we actually got on set. So I did character work with Brandon, who was the role of Reed. We just discussed our characters, how our characters relate to the other characters. So my role of Vincent, how I relate to Brandon's role of Reed, and the role of Nana. So that character work kind of gave us, like an inch on how we actually portrayed our characters on set.
It's interesting. Sometimes you don't like the actor you're working with and you have to pretend to like them on set. That's the worst. It's much better when you like the actor and then you got to find those substitutions to not like them in the moment. But then when they say cut, good job, versus, right? That's fantastic. I love those opportunities where you can get to kind of sink into that character before you shoot versus like you're just like, how you doing? Don't know you. Okay. And don't even get to connect. And then you gotta So tell me about Deadline. Now this is live.
Yeah, so it's a theater production over in Norwalk, Connecticut at the Norwalk Performing Arts Lab.
And this is a murder mystery, right?
Yeah, we got a pretty good audience. I think our best audience was actually on Mother's Day, which is
murder on Mother's Day. I like that.
Audience laughing their ass off.
That's great.
It's a witty murder mystery, suspenseful, has laughs, it has.
And what role do you get to play in this?
I played a role of Zach.
Okay.
He is a college student, very bro-y.
Oh.
Yeah, so
you get to bro up.
I feel like Zach is more like the comic relief of the whole thing. When I was auditioning for it, because I also auditioned for another part, I just feel like as an actor, I'm really building on like the comic relief kind of roles.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just my face or it's just my presence, but
it's about timing. If you got that timing, I mean, you can always go to drama, but it's a lot harder to go the other way where you're dramatic, but you don't have that comedic timing.
Yeah.
It's quite a gift.
And it's funny because when I first started acting, I didn't really want to do theater. I was like, I don't think theater is for me. And then I saw this opportunity. I was just like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, why didn't you want to do theater? Why did you think it wasn't for you? Is it being in front of all the people? What was it?
I feel like being on a stage wasn't really my thing. Like, I like the film and the television. I didn't believe that, I'm kind of okay with memorization. But, with theater, if it's not memorized, you're gonna have to improv.
It's a lot of memorization.
Like, it's not like film where they could just cut and you could call a line and then
Yeah.
But I feel like with this opportunity, I definitely think I might do more theater because it's a fun experience. It really is. And then the audience being live is just like, oh, they love me.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
I actually walked out after I changed out of costume and everything. And, people, some people came up to me like, oh, great job, Tabz. And like the kind of validation you get from that.
Yeah.
When someone just like,
yeah,
say, hey, you did a great job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice perk. If you could give one piece of advice to our audience out there, if there are people listening who are thinking of starting a career in acting, because you are someone who is still early in your journey, I love that. Yeah. I like to hear your perspective, and you're saying to someone else going, okay, I'd like to do what Tabz is doing, but I don't know. What's the one piece of advice you'd give them?
Someone asks if they were 17 and they asked if that's too old to start acting. I'm like, 17?
Oh my God.
I'm like, people start acting when they're like way above 40.
Yeah.
You could act no matter how old or young you are. So if you want to start acting, I'm like, get into acting no matter what age you're in.
That's great advice. Thank you for sharing that. That's wonderful. Anything else you want to talk about your perspective as a brand ambassador and model? What's that like? I mean, clothes hang great on you, kid. And it looks like you really enjoy it.
Yeah, because I love fashion. Like, I believe it comes from me being a trans man. Because, when I was growing up, I didn't really dress masculine. I was like tomboyish, but, you don't get the best clothes until you start buying your own clothes. When I started to really dress the way I wanted to, I just fell in love with fashion. So I just started to become a brand ambassador.
You got a lot of irons in the fire. That's good.
You never want to stop working. I mean, you never know who you might run into, what you might like, So I really just try everything. And if I don't like it, then I won't do it again.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That seems so obvious, but I'm telling you, that's such a great attitude. And on that note, let's take another break. We'll be back with Tabz Palmer. You are listening to and or watching Georgia in Connecticut. It's time for your Daily Constitutional. Born in Old Saybrook, Connecticut, she is an American writer of novels, short stories, children's books, and journalism. Her debut novel, The Street, became the first novel by an African-American woman to sell more than 1 million copies. Who is she? If you know the answer, click on the link below in the show notes or the description box and leave a comment with your best guess. If you guess correctly, we'll give you a shout out on one of our future episodes. And that was your Daily Constitutional. Welcome back to the show. As I like to say in my episodes, Connecticut's slogan is full of surprises. And since Connecticut is full of surprises, I think it is only fair that we find out some more surprises about our guests. Ahem. What is your favorite word?
Favorite word? Well, I don't know if it's like one word, but I like self-motivation.
Okay.
I'm a big person on self-motivation because, you're your biggest enemy. And I love that saying, you're your biggest enemy. When you're starting, especially if you're someone who's, afraid to be on camera or afraid to be out there on social media, nothing's going to stop you more than yourself. I mean, people could be like, I don't think you should do this. But, if you're like, no, I'm going to do it anyway, then you're basically pushing yourself to do it.
What is your least favorite word?
I don't think I have a least favorite, honestly.
What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Definitely music.
Yeah.
And, especially when it comes to story writing, that music really helps me envision certain scenarios. When I'm writing for something, sometimes a song comes on, I'm like, wow. Now just imagine that song in this scenario, in this story outside in 2025, 2026, wherever the story takes place.
Yeah.
And it just it gets my brain going. I'm just like,
love it. I love it. Okay, what turns you off?
It's just a person who has a very big ego. Nobody's bigger than anyone else. Like, everybody's on the same wavelength.
What is your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
I love it. Probably fuck.
I feel like with it, you could just do so many things with it. I mean, you could say fuck, you could say fucker, you could say motherfucker, motherfuck. What the fuck?
It's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective. It's the whole package.
I mean, the fuck.
Yeah. What sound or noise do you love?
It's like when people ask me my favorite number, and I'm just like, I don't know.
I could go to the sound or noise you hate. Do you have one of those?
When someone, I don't know if it's like a thing when you get older, everything just irritates you, but
the ripe old age of 26. In fact, he's getting irritated. Yes?
When someone's like constantly tapping on something and it's like really quiet. And it's like, are you done?
Yes. Yes. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I would want to be a songwriter. I want to get back into it because it's something that I did aimlessly and I just enjoyed.
What profession would you definitely not like to do?
I feel like I'm definitely done with just a regular 9 to 5.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Do you want to join our theater community?
I like that. That's very nice. Yes. And is that really heaven or hell? Who knows? The drama that happens even at community theater. They don't call it drama for nothing, honey.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us where we can find you.
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I have a YouTube. I'm on Threads.
We'll put all of those links for you to be able to find Tabz below or above or wherever you are listening or watching this. Well, thank you so much for being here today. This has been fantastic.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I am so excited to follow your career and see where you're going to go next. I think it's great. I think Connecticut's really lucky to have you here. To all of my artists here in the Great Nutmeg State, please remember to keep creating and keep connecting because we're here, damn it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed the show, leave us a review. It helps us out a lot. Until next time.